what's up? Today I'm going to be giving a film review for Justice League Dark. Now this is the 27th DC Universe original animated film. Now this is also based on like the darker like superheroes of the DC Universe, like John Constantine, Etrigan, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, And there's also another one I've kind of heard of him, but I'm not too familiar with him, so it's kind of interesting to get like his kind of like his origin, his backstory. The guy known as Dead Man, he's like a dead guy. That's like a superhero. So I thought that was kind of interesting and cool too as well. So yeah, anyway, this will be my review for Justice League Dark. Now this film it opens like in Washington D.C. and you get to see like this incident where this guy suspects that I forgot, was it a guy or a woman? I can't remember what it was. Anyways, they like this incident happens and the person believes that it was like a demon or something. Then it jumps to, I think it's Metropolis. I think next, then another sequence happens where this person suspects where they're seeing that this guy that's attacking them or a woman that's attacking them is like a demon. Then it jumps to Gotham City and it happens again. This time you see like Batman show up. And he says this woman that's holding her baby and she believes her baby is like a demon, like a monster or something. Because when you see it from her point of view, it looks like a demon or a monster or something like that. So she decides to like throw the baby away, that Batman has to save it, And he tries to figure out why would this woman do that, because he couldn't see that was going on, he couldn't see it like through his eyes, So it turns out like when the Justice League get together, they learn that they believe that there's like some kind of magical thing going on that's causing all these homicides to occur all around like the different cities like Metropolis or like Gotham City, and so on, So they decided they need help to try to stop this mystical threat, This isn't like a super villain threat, it's like actually like some kind of like stuff dealing with magic, so they believe, So they send Batman to seek out the help of like John Constantine, and plus like other members, who deal like in magic and so on, which was kind of cool, So yeah, then we jump to like a scene with like John Constantine. We get to see like his introduction, because I'm familiar with that character, Because I even watched the like the TV show they had. I saw like every episode of it, if I'm not mistaken, and I enjoyed it, Because if I'm not mistaken, like the same guy that played John Constantine on the show, he provides the voice for like the character on this animated film, which I thought was kind of cool and funny, because he has like the humor and stuff, and everything, So I thought that was cool, But yeah, like so they all like Batman. It's just him, because like he's actually separated from the Justice League at this point. He seeks out the help of like John Constantine. Then and John Constantine actually knows Etrigan the demon, and you get to see, and if I'm familiar with that one too, you get to see like a little origin on Etrigan too as well, But other than that though, you get to see other ones like Zatanna, like Dead Man, like Swamp Thing and so on, Other than that, they have to find out who is controlling these mystical like demon looking things, that only certain people can see and stuff. They have to find out who's behind all that. And it turns out, but if I go into it, it will kind of spoil who it is, but it's actually connected to like Etrigan, like the demon Etrigan is actually connected to him. But one thing that's cool about it, I'm very familiar with all these dark superheroes of the DC universe, like Etrigan himself. I'm very familiar with them. He has like an origin story that's told throughout the film, which explains how Jason, I think that's his name, Jason, had got the Etrigan demon like spirit into, well, not really spirit, but like cast into him like 500 years ago when he was like a knight, And like I told you, that's actually connected to like the main plot and like the antagonist of the film, too. That I don't want to spoil, But and you also get to see like you see like Zatanna show up, get to see her doing like her magic and stuff and everything, like the help and stuff and everything. And then you also get to see what was the other one name? Yeah, the Dead Man. You get to see like a little origin about Dead Man, like what happened to him, how he died, and had like some kind of like mystical like ghost that saved him and so on, I wasn't too familiar with that character, And you also get to see like a little thing on like Swamp Thing. Now surprisingly, I'm kind of disappointed, Swamp Thing had like a very small appearance in this film. Like towards the end of the film, he got like a massive like action sequence, but it still wasn't, it wasn't really nothing there with something. I am very familiar with something. In fact, of all like these dark heroes, that's the one, that's the one I really do recognize. I'm very familiar with Swamp Thing. I definitely knew like who he was, Then you also get who else it was? I think that was really about it, like of the heroes and stuff. And another thing too, I thought was kind of cool about like the actual like fight sequences, instead of like having like punching like brawls and stuff like they usually have in these films. these DC Universe animated movies, they actually had like magical type battles. Like say with John Constantine, he's using magic and using like shields and stuff. Even Zatanna's like casting magic and stuff. You know, Etrigan on there, all like casting magic and stuff. So I thought that was like awesome. And Deadman, he actually jumped into like people's bodies and possessed them and tell them what to do and so on. You know, so I thought that was kind of cool too as well. You know. But like the one thing I thought was kind of interesting about it too, you know, it was like the magical battles. They seem very similar to like the recent like movie Doctor Strange, you know, like with Benedict Cumberbatch. It seems like very similar to that, like the way like the magical like sequences and how they're using magic and casting it and stuff. It feels very similar to that, you know. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Now this film was like violent too. They had like a lot of like beheadings and like blood and stuff like that, you know, like flying around and stuff. So it was like a violent film, you know, which kind of justifies it getting a R rating. Because from what I'm hearing, yeah, from what I know of, this was the actual first Justice League, you know, DC Universe original movie that's Justice League based, you know, that got like a R rating. Now they've had other like DC Universe original animated movies got R ratings, like I think Batman the Killing Joke did, but this is the actual first Justice League film in the DC Universe movies, you know, animated movies to get an R rating, you know. Now you also have like far as like the cast go, you do have Matt Ryan who played John Constantine on the actual television series. He actually returns to play to provide the voice of John Constantine, which I thought was kind of, you know, kind of cool, you know, that he actually returned to the role. You also have Jason O'Mara return as Bruce Wayne, Batman, you know. You also have like the other people like Jerry O'Connor, who returns as like Superman and stuff, you know. And the other ones too, I'm not gonna touch on all of them because they're all kind of been running with these films for like a while, you know. But in the end, though, I thought this is it was surprising pretty good. At times it feels kind of flat, you know, and it feels like it's dragging, you know. But then I'd be giving like Justice League Dark. I'm maybe giving this a B minus, and I would definitely recommend it for like if you're a fan of like the darker DC universe, like superheroes, you know, or if you're just a fan of like Constantine, you know, Etrigan, Zatanna, you know, Swamp Thing, or even Deadman. That's the one I really wasn't too familiar with, you know. I recommend it for that crowd, you know. And you also get to see like Justice League themselves. They actually come back together towards the end of the film, you know, like Superman, Wonder Woman, and like Green Lantern. They show up kind of at the end, you know, because there's even like a matchup between like Green Lantern and Batman as well, you know, like Green Lantern think Batman is like a demon or something like that, you know. But yeah, I'm giving Justice League Dark, I'm giving this a B minus, and I would recommend it, you know, for like these fans of these kind of films, you know. Oh yeah, and again, like animation as always was just like superb, excellent. You know, they did a good job with like the animation, like DC Universe. They really do a good job with the animation for these films. Like I always say, you know, the animation is just superb on these movies. You know, I really enjoy how they did this. You know, so yeah, my review for this film is I've given it a B minus. All right.